Alright, hey YouTube, NuggetsHoopster bringing you guys another deck profile / analysis. This time I'm doing GBs. GBs and that KS variant I showed you guys are probably my two favorite decks right now. I was having a little problems trying to find a deck that I really liked, and between those two decks, I really like the both of them. So I thought I'd show you guys the builds that I have for them. So I'm going to just quickly go through this build and I'll explain the card choices. 3 Tigers, 2 the Quarry, Darius, Prisma, 3 Kest, 2 Samnite, Bestiary, Radiare, Murmelo, Hoplo, Sekidor, and Rescue Cat. 3 Respite, 2 Proving Ground, 2 Smash, 2 Book, Heavy MST, 3 Chariot, 2 Bottomless, Trap Hole, Wabaku, Dust Shoot, Torrential Mirror Force, Charlotte Road, Psalm. Alright. So I'm going to talk about the cards. 3 Test Tigers pretty much adds the speed to the deck. I don't know why you wouldn't run them. Pretty much it. The Quarry, that's your beat stick of the deck. Swap out from a GB's 21. So it's kind of hard to get over 21 outside of Cyber Dragon. So really good. Darius and Prisma go to get together. Excuse me. Because you can Prisma and Bestiary. Summon a Test Tiger, swap out for Darius, bring back Bestiary, and then fuse into Gyzaros, blow up your cards, so pretty good. I don't run 2 Darius because I run 3 Respite, so you can usually... So, for example, if you have all these 3 cards in your hand, which doesn't even honestly happen that often, like it actually never happens, but if it did, you always just Respite back your Darius, and then you can just Prism Tiger, no worries. Next thing I run is 3 Akest. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering about this, but my good friend Chris Bryson was running 3 Akest, and I realized it was really good because you run triple Respite and all these other GBs, and Akest gets bottomless and deep prisoned a lot, so triple Akest is just really good, I've realized, and it's just great. Next to Samnite to go with the cat and the tiger, obviously. Bestiary, one of the actually it's probably the best GB because it gets you guys ours. Next is Radiare. Because of the respites, I feel that it's okay to run Radiare without worries. It's also kind of good just to have it in the deck just in case you need to remove something. So it's always nice to have. Murmelo, obvious. Hoplo, really good just to be able to set Hoplo turn 1 with the Chariot to back it up. So I think Hoplo's really good. And then Sekidor. Sekidor is just a really powerful card to bring out off of Test Tiger or Rescue Cat, either one. I guess I did that backwards. Test Tiger, Rescue Cat. And with the Respites, he's not really that big of a deal to have in your hand. Next, triple Respite. Respite is just so good. I feel that triple Respite is the best build this format for GBs because it allows you to recycle, and it's just 3 pluses to be able to go Respite. Later on, a cast, get back in your Respite, put back your dead GBs, draw more useful cards, etc. Next to Proving Ground. Proving Ground is just kind of nice to get a GB, then Respite, or Proving Ground for Bestiary, and then set it. Because then you can get around bottomless that way, and they have to bottomless your guys' RS, but then you still get to blow up the 2 cards. So that's really good. Smash. Smash is really good. It just helps you smash your 1 monster, summon a GB, tie up to cast, Respite, keep the cycle going. Book, obvious GBs, allows you to tag and pretty much just kind of control the tempo of the game because you can break up synchros. Heavy MST staple, 3 Chariot. I like 3 Chariot more than 2 because I feel that you always want to have Chariot in your hand. It's really, you never really honestly want to say, oh wow, wish I didn't have Chariot in my hand. So I think that 3 is really good just because it allows you to consistently draw it, and also you can always put it back with a Respite if you draw too many, which I don't think you can really ever have enough Chariots in my opinion. 2 Bottomless staple, Trap Hole, just good against Black Wings, which can kind of be gay for this deck. Trap Hole's just a good replacement for a 3rd Bottomless that we don't have, and I just like Trap Hole. It sets it really well. 1 Wabaku. There's a lot of GBs around me, so I only like to run 1 Wabaku. I suggest that if there aren't many GBs being played around you, I'd probably drop the Trap Hole for another Wabaku. Wabaku's really good just to, be able to just be able to tag out whenever you want to, and yeah, just pretty much that. Dust Shoot, like I said in all my videos, Dust Shoot I think is a really, probably the best card of this format because it pretty much can make your opponent just lose just because of Dust Shoot by itself. So even if it's not that consistent in this deck, I will take the risk of drawing it late game because drawing it turn 1 is just too good. Torrential Reinforce, Staples, Starlight Road. I think Starlight Road's a staple in GBs because it allows you to just pretty much push, I guess, when you need to, and not be feared about Torrential and Mirror Force. Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of a new play, but Starlight Road is really good because there's nothing like having a bunch of GBs and then a Stardust next to it. So I like Starlight Road a lot in GBs, and Solombat's a staple in GBs. So yeah, now I'm gonna do like I did with my Chaos variant. I'm gonna do probably a couple test hands with this deck, so you guys can see how it runs. Because I know that some of you aren't really that familiar with the Respite GBs, because Respite GBs are kind of a new thing in this format. A lot of people have been putting some interest into it, and yeah. So, all right. So. Alright, so that's your opening hand. It's not honestly the greatest hand in the world, but it's really not that bad either. You could, I guess if you want to, you could Respite turn 1 and put back these two. But I'm not sure if you would really want to do that, because you could just turn 1, go summon a Kist, set this, or set that, or set that, and say go. So it's really good just because you have all these defensive cards to go along with your Kest that I probably wouldn't Respite just because this hand's good enough on its own. But probably turn 1, like if you're going first, just because of MSG heavy and stuff, I would just do this. They go, say they space or heavy or whatever, you just Wabaku, then they probably set, say go. Then on your turn, you draw that. Now since you draw that, you can Respite back Radiary and that. So say you Respite those. Put those back in the deck. So yeah, and then it goes to the grave, and then you draw 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So if you didn't set anything, then right now in this situation you could Proving Ground for Bestiary, set Fuse, Geysaris, tag for a probably a Laquari and a Kess, and get back your Respite. Then later, if you drew another GB card, you could play that, put back that. And then you also have Starlight Road, so you just set all these, and then, yeah, pretty much just control the game from there. So that was a pretty good hand. All that would have depended on what your opponent would have had. But I thought that was a pretty good hand. And I'll probably just do one more, because I don't want this video to be too long like the last one was. Putting hand, that, and that. Well, that's not the hottest hand in the world. That's alright, though. Turn 1, you could Proving Ground for a Hoplo, then set it along with a Chariot, which is really good. Or you could Proving Ground for Laquari and set Chariot. The only reason why I don't like turn 1 going Proving Ground for Laquari is that they can summon Cyber Dragon, or they can summon Card Trooper or something like that and bump heads with it. And then you're going to have to Chariot their Trooper, which is kind of gay because then they get a +1 on you. So that's why I would probably Proving Ground for Hoplo, set it. Then even if they Cyber Dragon, they summon Cyber Dragon, alright, they tag it, you bump heads, then you tag out for Fish, and then you have a Chariot set. The next turn you could do that and get those back into the deck. Also have Book of Moon and Bottomless, which is nice. So yeah, guys, that was the deck. I hope you liked it. Hopefully have some duels up this weekend of these decks. So yeah, hope you guys had a good break. So peace.